why teaching? Why is that important? Good morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. I'm Chris Yow. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you. I got a chance to visit with the owners of Ollie and Finn's Counter, a sandwich shop here in Columbia, as they have recently moved locations, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that and a new partner they have here in town. We also have, of course, sports and weather, and we're going to get you the news as well. We'll start in Giles County, where Scott Stewart has the Pulaski Citizen Wrap.
Hey everybody, Scott Stewart, and this is the Pulaski Citizen Wrap for this week. Christina Harris is this week's Citizen Spotlight, taking the place of honor right there at the top of this week's front page. Pretty much for as long as I can remember, the Giles County Commission has been talking about the need for a new ambulance service building. And for the first time that I can remember last week, a County Commission committee unanimously, 7-0, voted to recommend a site for that building. The site is the Giles County Agri Park, and that recommendation will go to the full County Commission in January. You can find out all about the whats, whos, and whys, and whens, and wheres right there on the front page of this week's Pulaski Citizen. A plane crashed on Diana Road last week, and two people, a daughter and a father from Nashville, perished in that crash. We've got all the information that we were able to get there on the front page. The Trail of Trees at the Agri Park is available for tours throughout this weekend. You can see a beautiful picture of the park, as well as see the details on when you can drive through and check them out right there on the front page of the Pulaski Citizen. Inside the paper this week, Dr. Chessa Jolly was presented with a proclamation from Mayor J.J. Brindley naming the second Friday in November Free Dental Day in Pulaski. The Ardmore Board of Mayor and Aldermen approved employee Christmas bonuses recently at their meeting. And it's Realtors Week, so you got to check out what our realtors have to offer there on page A2. And there's also information inside from the November Power Board meeting. Johnny Phelps Giles Pass highlights the punching community this week. And of course, we always have obituaries, backward glances, property transfers, general sessions, court docket, community briefs, and so much more. Store and Lee Furniture this week is offering 50% off of a lot of their items at their store all the way through December 30th. And you can see the ad on the back page of the newspaper this week. And then you're going to have to drive over to Lawrence County. It's not that far. They're right there on the south end of Lawrence County. And check out all these deals that they've got at Story and Lee. We've got all that and a bunch more right there in the Pulaski Citizen for you. Get your copy today. Back to you, Chris.
Thanks, Scott. On the front page of Main Street Murray this week, we've got a teaser photo from last Monday night's Mount Pleasant Christmas Parade. You can find scenes from that parade all throughout the paper this week, as well as on the front page. You can also find a story about Mount Pleasant and a potential land purchase they are talking about near a park in the city. So looking to maybe procure land inside the city next to the city park. You can also find a story about the Dotted Line Bakery, which caught fire over the weekend, and a full story is available from Olivia Adams. Olivia also was at the Murray County School Board meeting where they determined the school zone for Battle Creek High School, which will be opening in August of 2024. All of that, including one other story of a local restaurant that is opening up here in town next week. So looking forward to reading more about them as well. And all of the things inside. We've got Mrs. Cheap. We've got, of course, all of our other columnists, our local columnists, political writers, Ron Hart, Seth Campbell, our opinion page, of course. So all kinds of great things inside this week's edition of Main Street Murray. Send you down to Scott Stewart now, who has the Lawrence County Advocate Wrap.
Hey everybody, it's Scott Stewart, and this is the Lawrence County Advocate Wrap for this week. Lawrenceburg celebrated the Spirit of Santa last week as the 34th annual Spirit of Santa breakfast was held at Rotary Park. Gifts and money were donated to this program that provides gifts for hundreds of children each year. The City of Lawrenceburg has a new and improved website. We've got that story along with information from the City Council's November 30th meeting. The City Council's next meeting, by the way, is this Thursday at 9 a.m. at the Municipal Building on the Square. Sandy Mashburn has a couple of really interesting articles on the front page this week. One is how a Christmas party led Leoma Baptist Church to a full-blown special needs ministry. It's a great story. You need to make sure you get a hold of the newspaper and check out that story. The second story is an article about how volunteer firefighters in Lawrence County answered 145 calls in just 1 week. Man, what an amazing group of people. Thank you to all of our first responders, especially those of you who volunteer to respond. Lawrence County Board of Education recognized a student and a retired educator during its meeting recently. Those recognitions and a lot of information about Lawrence County schools is right there on the front page of The Advocate. Inside, we have a ribbon cutting at Beck's Laundry basket. We've got St. Joseph sees its ISO rating improve. Police are investigating stolen laundry from a laundromat. No, it wasn't Beck's, by the way. Fire damage to the house in Summertown. The E911 board met, and there was a fatal wreck in the Dunn area last week. All of this inside The Advocate this week. Also inside, we dug through the archives and found some Hojo photos from the Lawrenceburg Christmas Parade circa 2013. We hope everybody loves looking back at Lawrence County through the lens of Mr. Johnston, and we're thankful to be able to honor his memory on the pages of The Advocate. The Lawrence County Advocate sports page highlights wins for both Loretta and Summertown, boys and girls teams, as well as all region football players for Lawrence County, Loretto, and Summertown. And, well, that's the wrap for this week's Lawrence County Advocate. Make sure you pick yours up today. They're free in markets all across the county, so get you one. We'll be right back after this.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Having a good, confident smile and being able to portray that positivity to others is really helpful.
A professional family atmosphere is what we get every time we come here.
Our hygienists do a better job at kind of assessing mouths and coming up with plans than most dentists do.
They're very kind and they're very aware of other people.
I think if there's things that I would want you to leave here with, I want you to feel like you were heard, that we listened to you, and I want you to feel like that your concerns were addressed.
Jones & Lang Sporting Goods here in Columbia has been outfitting teams, officials, and anybody else from T-ball to college for 50 plus years. Be sure and check them out at 931-388-8060 or online at jonesandlang.com. Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Zion Christian Academy, zioneagles.org or 931-388-5731. You can schedule your appointment. Go tour their campus. It is beautiful over there, and you're definitely going to want to see it. Again, it's zioneagles.org. Give them a call, 931-388-5731, and schedule your tour today. Good morning and welcome back into Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. I'm Chris Yow and I am in downtown Columbia, just off of Carmack Boulevard, where a old business in a new location has just opened up. Ollie and Finn's counter here in the New South Marketplace. Again, right here in the middle and the heart of downtown Columbia, moving in from the Arts District. So we're going to go in, tell you a little bit more about Ollie and Finn's when we go behind the apron.
Ollie and Finn's is a sandwich shop in Columbia. We're attached to Bad Idea Brewing. So it's just kind of a full functioning kind of brew pub, sandwich counter. I don't know, a bunch of classic ideas kind of thrown together into one space. Mm-hmm. We opened this 2 years ago. Yesterday was our soft opening 2 years ago in the Arts District, and we moved here last week.
Yeah,
we opened
we had
last
our
week.
soft opening last week, so it went great.
For Ollie and Finn's, one of the major reasons they were able to be successful early in their business journey is because of the Columbia Arts District.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was imperative to get our start in a location like that. That was a little bit hidden, but still also known by certain people in town. I think it was the perfect place for us to get going because of the fact that it wasn't too crazy busy and too visible. So for first timers, opening our first business, it was a really great way to get started and to gather a following. So
it's a great community. It's where our home is. Like we live over in the Arts District. We love the Arts District. This opportunity presented itself, and that's the only reason we're not in the Arts District. I feel like if this amount of space and this visibility was over there right now, we would have stayed. We love the Arts District. But yeah, it was time to do something bigger and really kind of see what we were made of. And that's what this was about.
If you're curious where the name Ollie and Finn's comes from, well, it's kind of a family name.
Ollie and Finn, they are our dogs. But Ollie and Finn's is a scratch kitchen, and we make everything that we possibly can, here, using a lot of family recipes and are doing our own twists on family recipes that, and then creating new recipes.
Yes.
This guy's the classically trained chef over here.
It's a way to make food that we love, that we grew up with, that we learned about, techniques we learned on our journey to today. It's about making it accessible to everybody. It's about making it fun. It's about a new experience. It's about Duke's mayonnaise. It's about great bread, good quality products, and something accessible to where you can come in and you feel like you're having an experience for $20 as opposed to having an experience for $50. And that's the difference is, we do make everything homemade from scratch, using the best quality stuff we can. But it's a sandwich shop, man. We want you to come in and have a good time and drink a beer, play some video games, watch some cartoons, yell at us about football and why we don't have football on. Yeah. We will on Sundays. But, it's just a matter of, like I said, bringing that community aspect from the Arts District and how we grew over to a new space and a new neighborhood and trying to establish that kind of vibe here.
And partnering with the brewery has been awesome. I feel like this is the first brew pub type of place, and we're still working on that, because we're not a pub or a sandwich shop, but we're with a brewery now. So I don't really know exactly what to call it, but I know it's the only one in Columbia so far. So
right. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, all of the things. We'll have beer tomorrow, and so we'll be fully formed and established and doing our thing, and then then it's time to do this for a little bit and then conquer the world.
Ollie and Finn's is a scratch kitchen, and they make a lot of unique sandwiches. When you come in, you can get a turkey and cheese if you'd like, but they'd like for you to step out of that comfort zone and try something that they've created. And why? Ethan has one simple answer.
Because you're going to like it.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, because we created our stuff, we create our specials, we create everything with the consumer in mind, and we don't it's not gross. Like it's, the stuff we put together makes sense together, it belongs together. And
if you can get out of your comfort zone and try something, then I promise you're going to like it. And if you don't, we're going to make you whatever you want.
Yes.
But we want you to try it. We really want people to just push out of their comfort zones a little bit.
If you come in and order the collard green sandwich without collard greens, I'm gonna say no. But if you decide that you want to try it and you don't like it, then we'll make you whatever you want. But like she said, it's come in and try it. broaden the horizons, man.
Yeah. One of our regulars when she first came in, tried to order the American Werewolf without the collard greens. And we were just like, hey, just try it. If you hate it, we'll make you something else. And she comes in weekly to get that sandwich. Never ate collard greens or enjoyed them her whole life growing up, but she gets that sandwich every time she comes in.
I love it when people say, I hate coleslaw. Well, you haven't ever had mine. You don't hate my coleslaw. You don't know.
If you're not sure what you want, if you're not sure what
shot.
they have, you can always find them online.
The best way, I think, to reach us is Facebook or Instagram at Ollie and Fins, all spelled out. If you Google us, it has all of our information on there. Imagine that.
It does.
All of our phone number, our address, and everything is on there. Our hours, this week's a little weird, but starting next week will be 11 to 8, Tuesday through Saturday. And
hopefully we'll add hours as we go, but for now we're going to start with 11 to 8.
At least through the holiday season.
Yeah.
Just to get our feet under us a little bit. But once we do that, we'll have maybe a little bit more days open, a little later night hours some nights. And
yeah. We also have a website. It's just ollieandfins.com. badideabrewing.com. And you can order online there. So there you go.
But the best thing is follow us all on Instagram at Ollie and Fins at Bad Idea Brewing.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll be back with more right after this.
Since 1975, Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint Clinic has treated the orthopedic needs of Middle Tennessee residents. The trained physicians provide surgical options and minimally invasive options to treat all orthopedic needs. The walk-in clinic, OrthoQuick, helps you bypass the ER while treating sports injuries and acute needs Monday through Saturday. Visit MTBJ online at mtbj.net or on social media at Mid-Tennessee Bone Joint Clinic. Custom Stone Handler supplies over 600 distributors and suppliers with quality stone products. Along with River Stone, we produce and distribute over 100 building, landscape, and other bulk products. Our goal is to provide quality products, service, and partnerships to ensure our customers' success. We firmly believe that the measure of any person or company is how they treat other people and customers. Give them a call at 931-490-4990 or visit CustomStonehandlers.com.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Welcome back into Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. It is time to take a look at sports. Maurice Patton has you covered in Maury County. We'll start with him.
Thanks, Chris. This week's print edition of Main Street Maury it's like 20 pounds of content in a 10-pound sack. I'm telling you, we've got coverage of Summit Wrestling as seniors Jarvis Little and Landon DeSalle were presented their state championship rings from last season. We've got coverage of Jordan Davis from Columbia Central playing in last week's East-West All-Star game up in Clarksville and discussing his decision to commit to Ball State, a Division I football program up in Muncie, Indiana. You might have heard of him. It's where Blaine Bishop played his college ball. Also coverage of Darian Meza, a Class 2A Mr. Football finalist for Mount Pleasant. Hoops, lots of basketball. We've got a couple of milestones that were reached recently. Jet Montgomery of Independence going over 2,000 career points. Macy McKinnon of Culleoka going over 1,000 career points. Coverage of both of those. Also, Spring Hills girls have an interim basketball coach in place. Chris Yow talked to Tashira Goodman-Jones after her first victory Friday night as they defeated Marshall County 39-34. Coverage of that. We got box scores of most of the area's teams from last week, and we've got stat leaders, as we will have every week through the basketball season. So again, be sure and pick up a copy of this week's Main Street Murray. Next week, more basketball, more wrestling. We'll probably find some football as well. So just stay with us. Thanks.
Thanks, Mo. All right, Wade Neely, getting you caught up now on what's going on down in Giles County with the Pulaski Citizen Wrap.
Another jam-packed edition of the Pulaski Citizen. If you can't find it on newsstands and get a physical copy, make sure you check us out online at PulaskiCitizen.com. Wade Neely, sports editor, saying hello, and we dive right into it. Front page this week, featuring your Giles County High School Bobcats, as Jayceon Coffey had a big night last Tuesday as GCHS really cruised from start to finish, kind of grinding out a nice win on the road at Lincoln County. Coffey was impressive from the tip. He had 16 points in the first quarter, and then the defense kind of shifted, tried to take him out of the game, but that's when he stepped up his rebounding, and that's when he got involved passing the ball. He ends up finishing with 25 points, and Giles County, again, picks up a nice win on the road versus a 4A squad in Lincoln County. GCHS also picked up a win Monday night versus Spring Hill. So 2 good wins for Giles County, who was also without the services of Kamari Turner Tuesday. Turner was playing in the East-West All-Star football game. So without one of their better scorers, Giles County still got the win last Tuesday versus Lincoln County. Some sad news also on the front page this week. Longtime and legendary Giles County football coach Jackie Smith passed away at age 79 just a few days ago. Coach Smith, a 2-time stint as Giles County head coach, had success in the 70s and 80s, and then returned in 1994. He famously coached the Bobcats to that undefeated season in 1995. They lost in the second round to Milan, but then 1 year later, he guides Giles County to the third round of the 3A playoffs for the first time in program history. Coach Smith passing away 1 day shy of his 80th birthday. More hardwood as we flip along here as Giles County and Richland. Kind of our preview section. Yes, we're in the middle of the season, but kind of a chance to just catch back up and kind of lay the foundation for what's going to be an epic basketball season for both Giles County and Richland. We have recaps in this week's edition about the Raiders and Lady Raiders. They had 2 tough losses versus a really good 2A program in Loretto. Lady Mustangs getting a win early, and then the Mustangs held off Richland. The Raiders, led by head coach Jason Lovelace, led by senior Gage Kirk, tried to make a little bit of a comeback, but could not quite pull it off as Loretto again sweeps Richland. But we make sure you've got your previews and make sure you check those out. You can also find words, as always, from our good friend Larry Woody in this week's edition. And a reminder, if you have not checked out the Fearless Forecasters, don't look to me for advice, folks. I'm not having the best of season. I'm trying to pick some off-the-wall stuff to try and catch up to my pals Mark Mize and Carrie Jane Malone. Some of it's working. A lot of it's not working. I sit in third place, but you have a chance to pick perfect and win just shy of $1,000 this week. So a chance to do that in our Fearless Forecasters section, which kind of wraps up this week's edition of the Pulaski Citizen. Battling through a little bit of illness, but we've still got a big week on tap as we will tap into this some next week. But already through 2 nights this week, we have broadcast Richland Middle School going on the road and getting 2 wins versus arch rival Bridgeforth. That was on Monday night. And then Tuesday night, it was Giles County splitting a doubleheader versus visiting Fayetteville. GCHS gets the win in the boys matchup, and the girls fell, still looking for their first win. Thursday night, Main Street Media Radio hits the airwaves for the first time during basketball season. Yours truly and Chris Yow will be live at Mount Pleasant as Giles County takes on Mount Pleasant. The Tigers versus the Bobcats. Should be a good showdown. And again, that's only on Main Street Media Radio as we close the week on PCL Friday as Richland is playing host to Wayne County. For now, I'm Wade Neely saying so long. This has been another sports update and this week's edition of the Pulaski Citizen. There's a lot to dive into. And again, if you missed some of it, I encourage you to check it out online at PulaskiCitizen.com. Back to you for now.
Wade, we really appreciate it. Looking forward to hearing more about what's going on in Giles County sports. We'll take a break. When we come back, we've got weather and more right after this. This is Chris Yow with Main Street Sports Today. Every show, Mo Patton and I welcome friends from all across the sports landscape, from high school coaches and reporters to national, college, and pro sports personalities. You never know who might stop by for a chat. AP Tennessee Sports Editor, three-time Tennessee Sports Writer of the Year 2020 TSWA Hall of Famer. She covers the Titans, the Predators, the Grizzlies, college football, and hoops. Please make welcome Teresa Walker.
Former University of Tennessee, former Team USA Olympian, ex-Cy Young Award winner, R.A. Dickey. R.A., did I miss anything?
Man, that was sweet. Yeah, I need to listen to that before I go to bed every night. That was nice.
Has 5 sports Emmys. That's not bad for the other guy in Wham, Ryan McGee.
The other guy in Wham married the best looking girl, Bananarama, so the other guy in Wham had a pretty good life.
From preps to pros, we're taking on the sports topics you care about. Tune in across Main Street Media social platforms at 2 p.m. or on demand on your podcast distribution platform of choice.
They have always met wildest expectations as far as taking care of my teeth and my health. You know, teeth health is very important now to your heart. And I told him one day, I said, I'd love to have nice teeth and nice hair. And he said, well, I can take care of the teeth, but I can't take care of the hair. And I said, you can make my teeth? He said, yeah. I said, well, let's go for it. And he did. And I have been tremendously pleased. Dr. Hart, if you need him at night, he's here. This staff here will take care of you 24/7. You don't have to worry about, I can't get a hold of my dentist, my tooth's hurting. No, they will be here for you. And if I could get Dr. Hart to take that same artistry that he has and grow hair, then he would be double rich.
Welcome back into Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. Time to take a look at the weather from our friends at Tennessee Valley Weather. Take it away.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Kelly Rawson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. It is another chilly morning across the Tennessee Valley with temperatures in the 30s, but will eventually make it into the 50s this afternoon. We will see clouds filter out and in from time to time, but overall we are going to be dry once again for your Wednesday, with temperatures again making it up into the mid to maybe even some upper 50s out there here in southern middle Tennessee. Temperatures will cool off as quick as they warmed up this afternoon, falling back into the lower 40s and upper 30s, eventually back down into the lower 30s overnight for your Thursday. Starting off with sunshine, but then clouds will once again move in from time to time. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We will see a mixture of sunshine and clouds pretty much for the next several days. A mostly cloudy sky expected on Friday with temperatures in the mid 50s, mid to upper 50s on Saturday with a few rain showers possible, and those showers may continue into Sunday as well. In fact, Sunday is looking like a little bit of a better chance for those showers here in southern middle Tennessee, with temperatures back down into the mid to lower 50s heading into next week.
And that's going to do it for this edition of Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. Once again, we invite you. It is Christmas time to come on down to Maury County. We've got a plethora of events happening, including a very special concert at the Mule House this weekend. Craig Wayne Boyd and 2 other finalists and winners from The Voice, who will be performing Christmas songs here at the Mule House. We'd love to have you come down for that. We'd also just invite you to come spend some time on our squares in Pulaski, Lawrenceburg, and here in Columbia. Plenty of great shopping to be done, hometown feel. And if you're looking for that spot, that gives you that Hallmark Christmas movie feel, Columbia, Giles County, and Pulaski, and of course Lawrenceburg, they all can give you just that. So come on down to Southern Middle Tennessee. We'd love to have you. Until then, catch us on Main Street Media Television on your Android or Apple device, as well as Roku, Fire Stick, and on, of course, our YouTube channel, Facebook, and other social medias. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you next time. I'm Chris Yow saying have a great day.